Hey everyone, it's Warriors NRL Fanatics here. Hope you're all doing well. Before getting into the video, if you are a new viewer or a returning viewer to the channel and you haven't done so already, please don't forget and make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, because subscribing to the channel shows all your support for the content that I do. It's absolutely free and you get plenty of Warriors content weekly, previews, reviews, reactions, news, signing reaction streams, videos, collabs with all Warriors content creators. It gets special guests on from opposition fans previewing the games as well. So you get to see that throughout the 2025 season. And there will also be some off-season, pre-season videos as well with the trials, and also some the Warriors season previews, which I will get a few guests on the channel as well. But also, don't forget, make sure you're liking the videos. Please, don't forget to click the thumbs up button on the video, because when people watch the videos, I notice that people don't click the thumbs up button. So, this just takes one simple click. Click that thumbs up button, and also don't forget to click the bell so you are notified for all your videos or live streams coming up on the channel next. But boy, let's get into it. This is going to be my top 5 New Zealand Warriors fixtures to watch this season. Now, of course, as a Warriors fan, you look forward to every game, no doubt about it. That's always the case. But these are the 5 matchups and fixtures which excite me the most this season, and the games that are going to be absolute cracking matchups nonetheless. And this is what I think. So, look, in no particular order, we're going to go with number 5. So number 5, I'm actually going to go with our clash against the. We'll go against the we'll go against the Broncos. We'll go against the Broncos, and the Broncos clash. I'll go with round 17 at Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane, and this is, a game where the Warriors and the Broncos played in the finals only in 2023, and of course the Broncos came out on top in that fixture. Now, we did play the Broncos last year in New Zealand, and the Broncos, I believe, came out on top against the Warriors in that game. So, look, obviously with the Warriors returning to Suncorp, and this is a game I probably will be attending. This is going to be really interesting because you got the Broncos. Obviously, last year was a really disappointing season for them. Michael Maguire is the coach now. This Broncos team, I think, will be a lot more improved this season. I thought they were going to be a premiership contender last year, but they missed the 8 altogether. And boy, that was a huge surprise. Even to not even be in the 8. And, not be in the top 4 was just a shock in itself. So, yeah, the Broncos, obviously, with Kevy moving on, it's a totally different coach there in Michael Maguire, who I think is going to get the best of the Broncos. They haven't lost a lot of players as well. They've still got Reece Walsh. They've still got the likes of Adam Reynolds. They've just brought Ben Hunt back from the Dragons. Ben Hunt returns to the Broncos. So that is going to be interesting. Is Ben Hunt going to be starting in the halves in this game, or is he going to be coming off the bench in a 14 sort of role? You've got the drama of Ezra Mann happening in the off-season, so will Ezra Mann be back for this game? That's going to be interesting nonetheless. But, yeah, look, I think from a matchup on the field, the Broncos and the Warriors is a really intriguing matchup for me. Looking at both sides, you've got the Warriors who will be looking to get one over the Broncos in Brisbane. And the Broncos, they'll be looking to, make sure that their home fortress or home venue, Suncorp Stadium, is a fortress for the visiting teams and making it tough for the visiting teams to win there, because Suncorp Stadium is generally a tough venue for away teams to play. But last year, the Broncos didn't make that a fortress. So, yeah, look, I think this is going to be an exciting matchup between the two sides. Obviously, with the Warriors, it's Fisher Harris, the likes of, your Luke Metcalfs, your Tamari Martins, or you got a very good forward pack for the Warriors up against the Broncos forward pack. Will feature probably the likes of Payne Haas, Paddy Carrigan. So yeah, look, I think it's personally for me a very exciting matchup. So I'm going to go with the Broncos game at Suncorp Stadium at number 5. So number 4, I am actually going to go with the round 9 clash against the North Queensland Cowboys at Magic Round. And look, for me, we don't often play the Cowboys, at a neutral venue. So Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. Now, look, it is considered a Warriors home game for this Magic Round fixture. But you can probably say it's sort of a neutral sort of game being in Australia. So I can't wait for this one, because with the Cowboys and the Warriors, every time they've played against each other, it's always been exciting, close, tense matchups, no matter where those two teams are on the ladder. And the Cowboys had a good year last year. They made the finals, exiting in week 2 of the finals against the Sharks. And obviously the Warriors themselves, are looking to get another win in Magic Round, because last year was such a highlight in itself, beating Penrith. And that Penrith game was such a memorable one, because in that game we did, not really have our best side on the field, and all due respect. We had a lot of younger players. Tane was absolutely brilliant and outstanding. So yeah, it's a game where looking at how both teams are going to go leading into that game will be interesting, because will the Warriors and the Cowboys be in a good position going into that game on the ladder? Or will both of these teams be trying to get out of a losing run, or, a losing streak, or, it all depends, like, where these two teams are situated on the ladder. And I think it's still going to be a great game for me. So Warriors, Cowboys, obviously with the Cowboys, you've got a great 4-pack with the likes of, Ruben Cotter, and also you've got Scotty Drinkwater at fullback. The Cowboys have got a really good team. They really do. So I'm looking forward to it. Warriors, Cowboys, and the last time we played the Cowboys last year we only played them once, and the Cowboys came in on top of us quite convincingly in that matchup. But yeah, it should be a really, really exciting fixture, and I can't wait for it, because Warriors Cowboys games, look, you can generally see a game where it could be really high scoring between the two sides, because in the past couple of years they've always been very close, tight neck matches. Now I remember the game against the Cowboys in Redcliffe, very close game. I remember the game where the Warriors went to Townsville and beat the Cowboys. That was a very, very good hard-fought game as well. So yeah, nonetheless, I think it's going to be a really intriguing matchup between the two sides. Number 3, I am going to go with the matchup, which I personally think is going to be a huge one, and it's going to be the game against the Penrith Panthers. Now, the Warriors against the Penrith Panthers at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium in Auckland, New Zealand. And boy, it's been a while since we last played Penrith in New Zealand, at home in Auckland. Obviously, we played them Penrith before, in the finals as well. We played them at Magic Round as well last year. And yeah, look, for me, I think James Fisher-Harris, that's the big storyline going into the game. Is JFH playing against his former side in the Panthers, and Fisher-Harris will want to have a big one against his former side. As for the Panthers, well, they've lost Jerome Law, they've lost a few players. They're still going to be a team to beat, Nick, this year, in my opinion. They'll still be up there. You still can't doubt the qualities that they still have in the side, despite the losses that they got, and they'll still be up, in the top 4. They'll be still in the top 2, actually. So another test for the Warriors, but also a test for Penrith, because they're travelling over to Auckland to take on the Warriors at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium. And obviously the teams from Australia travelling to New Zealand, it's never an easy task going to New Zealand to play the Warriors in front of their home fans, in front of their well, different conditions and different venues. So, oh look, I think Penrith don't have a bad record against the Warriors in New Zealand. I know a lot of teams generally, hate to say it, but generally don't have a bad record against the Warriors in general. But look at the Warriors, man. The Warriors, if they can get a win over Penrith in New Zealand, that'll be a huge statement. It'll be a huge statement against the defending full-time premiers in the Panthers. But it'll be a massive test, no doubt about it. But I think the most exciting thing as a Warriors fan is getting to see us play Penrith, the full-time premiers in New Zealand. So it should be a cracking match. Last year, look, against Penrith, like I say, I didn't expect to go and beat Penrith at Magic Round, and we did that. So who knows? Maybe the Warriors can do it again, and this time Fisher Harris will be on our side instead of the Penrith side. So yeah, fingers crossed for that one. But yeah, should be a game which is going to provide plenty of fireworks of Fisher Harris coming up against his former side. A bit of banter probably between Fisher Harris and his former teammates, but yeah, should be a cracking match, and I can't wait for it. Number two, I have actually gone with the match against the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks. Now this game has been played at PointsBet Stadium in Sydney, Cronulla's home ground. Now, round 14 clash. Now, looking at the fact that the Sharks do come into the season as, a lot of people are fancying the Sharks to do very well. They haven't lost a lot of players from last year. They've added the inclusion of AFB. Now, AFB in a Sharks jersey, for me, look, in all honesty, it's going to be very odd. It's going to be very weird, very strange, because, well, looking at how he went for the Warriors over a number of years was awesome. Obviously, coming from Manly, it's going to be just so different seeing him put on a Sharks jersey playing against the Warriors. And the Warriors are going to want to make sure he doesn't have a great game against us. It's going to be extremely difficult, tough challenge, because we know that Fanua Blake will want to make a statement. And, when players have played against the Warriors in the past, they generally do have big games against us, which is very annoying. But hopefully the Warriors can contain him, but also contain the Sharks team, because the Sharks have got a very good, strong roster. You look at the outside backs, Ronaldo Mulitalo, William Kennedy, hooker Blake Brayley. They've got some good forwards in there as well. And the Sharks in Cronulla is not as an easy game for the Warriors, especially. And also, the Warriors will remember last year very well, fondly, as a memory, because we played them last season and we upset them, right? We shocked them, in Sean Johnson's last game. It was really just playing for pride, not playing for a final spot, and we turned a corner against the Sharks. And for some odd reason, every time we play Cronulla, we do pull off the odd shock or surprise, when a lot of people expect the Sharks to win pretty convincingly. So, look, I wouldn't be totally shocked if the Warriors went over to Cronulla and picked up a win over the Sharks, and I think it can possibly happen again. So, but in saying that, the Sharks themselves would love to get one over the Warriors, because I know last year's in the past, but it still probably rings in the back of their minds that the Warriors came over there last year and beat them when they didn't expect it. But even then, the Sharks still made the finals. They were still in the finals, and they beat the Cowboys in week 2 of the finals. So, they had a good season last year, the Sharks. Broke that duck that they had in finals, which a lot of people were talking about. So they will want to do a lot better this season. So that's my second fixture. And then number 1, to top it off. Number 1, I'm gonna go with the Raiders matchup at Las Vegas in America, in the United States. Now the Warriors, this is their first ever trip to the United States of America. The biggest thing is going to be the travel factor, the time zone, the conditions, the weather, all sorts of stuff is what the Warriors will be challenged by. And, playing in a different venue, playing in a different stadium, and getting accustomed to everything over in America. It's going to be a totally different story for them. But as for the Raiders, this is going to be a new experience for them. So it's not, Warriors aren't the only one in this new position that they find themselves in, is training to America to play an NRL game. And look, last season, I wasn't a big fan of the whole American thing. I wasn't a big fan of it whatsoever. I changed my mind. I changed my point of view about it. I thought it was a great success. Seeing rugby league go over to America was awesome to see. And I think the growing thoughts over rugby league in America was that the Americans absolutely loved the game. They absolutely loved it. They didn't know, obviously, they probably wouldn't know the rules, but they absolutely love physical contact sport. And obviously with NBA is so popular over there. Basketball, you got hockey, NFL, it's such a big thing over there. But this game on the field between the Warriors and the Raiders, it's going to be great to watch. And between the two sides who are looking to, make a statement for this season ahead. The fact is, for me, it's such an important thing because the Warriors need to get off to a good start. The Raiders will probably feel the same. They'll want to get off to a good start this season. And getting the 2 points is going to be so crucial moving forward into the year ahead. Because for me, this game, we're not going over there for a holiday. We are going over there to get the 2 points and bring those 2 points back home to New Zealand for our second match, which will be against the Seagulls at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium in Auckland. So looking forward to it because I know the matchups are going to be so exciting as well. With the players that we're going to have. Obviously, this being Fisher Harris's first game in Warriors colours. There's maybe a potential of this being Tana Boyd's first game in Warriors colours. Aaron Clark potentially, playing his first Warriors game in a very long time since he left to go to the Titans. That the team lineup for this game will be so intriguing for the Warriors and how they line up. The excitement of Fisher Harris in the Warriors jersey, and then you've got the youth of the Raiders as well, which I think is exciting too. They've got a very good young youthful side, and look, I think the Raiders and the Warriors are going to have a lot more of an improvement season this year. So yeah, which is why this game for me, I'm marking it down, being round one, of course, and being it the first game of the season. And it should be exciting nonetheless, but. That wraps it up, everyone. So those are my 5 Warriors fixtures, my top 5 fixtures to watch. Looking forward to this season as a whole. I can't wait cannot wait for the season to get underway. We've got the pre-season trials not far away over the next couple of weeks, and we'll do some content in regards to the pre-season trials fixtures. I've also got another video coming out real soon. We're gonna chat, talk about the 2025 Warriors squad as a whole. We'll also do a video in regards to my top 10 players to watch in terms of the senior players and some of the younger players as well. So keep an eye out for that on the channel. Like I say, plenty of content coming back as well as we warm ourselves back into the swing of things with the actual season not getting far away from now, but March is going to be not far away, and it won't be long until we get talking about round 1 against the Canberra Raiders. But guys, stay locked into the content. Like I said, please click the bell so you are notified for all your videos and live streams on the channel next. And also don't forget to give this video a like, click the thumbs up button on this video. Liking the video shows your support for the content as well, and it's much appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you don't forget to click that subscribe button if you're a new viewer or a returning viewer and you haven't done so already. Subscribing is absolutely free, and it really all does help. We want to get to 3K, guys, so help us get to 3K subscribers. We want to push to that 3K mark before the start of the season. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one.